Good morning to all our participants. I welcome you to another session of IEEE Virtual Talk Series 2020. And today we are honored to have with us Mr. Prakash Chandra Mishra, who is Assistant Professor at Electronics and Information Engineering Department at NJP Royal University, Uttar Pradesh. So he is a young researcher and a young faculty. So he will share his views on agriculture waste management. So over to you, sir, and welcome.
First of all, thanks to all of you and good morning to all of you. My topic of talk is agriculture waste management. I want to divide this topic in two parts. First part contains general knowledge about agriculture waste management. So, those who don't know about management, what is agriculture waste management. Second part is related to my project. I am working on one project which is related to agriculture waste, the use of agriculture waste into the engineering. So I want to convert this topic and change the topic at the last into the electronics oriented. First of all, I want to discuss about the agriculture waste management. From this slide number 1, agriculture waste is nothing but this is a waste produced as a result of the waste from any farms, any house or any wastage from fertilizers and which water, air or soil. Agricultural waste is composed of many organic wastes, including natural waste or other type of wastage. It contains dry waste like plastic, metal, glass or paper or any hazardous material. As per the research which is going on, it will be calculated that agricultural waste from chemical industry, it will maximum contain, it will contain up to 30 to 80%. And agriculture waste from the electrical and electronics industry, it will only 0.4%. From the mining wastage, it will be 28 to 30%. And from the civil engineering related, any construction wastage, it will 25%. And from other resource to 2%. From industry, it will 2% approximate. If these wastes are not properly handled, then they can create a pollution, not surface, until it will be work also on the groundwater and contribute to the air pollution. The proper management of waste from the agriculture operation can be contribute in a significant way for farm operation. Us to maintain a healthy environment for farm animals and can reduce the need for commercial fertilizer. While providing the other sources, we want to convert this agriculture waste into different forms. So it can be reduced, it can recycle into different purpose. Now, is one of the richest country in agriculture resources. Presently, in India, nearly 350 million ton are the agriculture wastes which are coming from agricultural sources. The major quantity of the solid waste generated from the agriculture are in the soil. Now, what we about the agriculture waste? If there is agriculture waste, then what is the different form which can be converted into the agriculture waste? We have three process we can done with the agriculture waste. First, we can do second, we recycle agriculture waste. Third, it's called open burning or closed burning, that is called incineration. If I focus on the composition, then composition is a simple method where any organic material present in the agriculture waste is decomposed through a biochemical process. Second, on the recycle, it is just I want to change the waste into the product. So we can say this process of example the animal to biogas plant to fuel or and biofertilizer. Now, slide number 2. Now, the second process of the agriculture waste material is the incineration. Incineration means open burning or closed burning. Here we have seen in the figure that if I use the there is In India, United Kingdom, USA, it is a properly maximum city are used to burn in open. It is a uncontrolled burning, and it will not good for health. It is not good for soil also. Open burning which generate smokes which are released into the atmosphere and which can affect the environment. There are so many side effects with her. First, the smoke generated in the atmosphere. The smoke in the atmosphere can create pollution in the air, which can destruct the ozone layer. So there is a case of destruction of ozone layer if I use open treatment. Second, there is a change in climate by the burning of biomass leads to release of heavy toxic smoke, which is composed of carbon, and this large scale of production of this also, which is the which can absorb due to sunlight, and it can reduce the reflection through the light across the atmosphere. It will create a problem which can contribute towards the global warming. Focus on the open burning. There is a case of smoke which is created problem in visibility, which is the maximum problem which can occur across the NCR and Haryana. The unlike normal air, smoke is not clear. It is just like dense. It creates problem in movement from one place to other place. This is also a problem of open burning of agriculture waste. If we focus on the next point, by burning of the garbage, mercury can also be created, which can release and mix with the soil and air, decrease the quality of the soil and the air, and also the quality of the water. Next point, the presence of nitrogen oxide is activated and it increases in the air. The presence of nitrous oxide also increases in the air. Therefore, always it is a very big risk to burn this agriculture waste in open atmosphere. And there is also a great risk of fire getting out of the control. It will be go from other place to another place due to the flow of the wind and other things. As we know, there is a so much side effect of open burning on human health and environment, and also the open burning can lead to breathing problem also. Now please go to slide number 3. Okay. From this slide, I want to explain about the what is the process of burning, how I can burn the material in different form. Firstly, I want to talk about the biomass. Biomass is nothing but it is an organic material that is really used for production of energy. This energy production process is called as bioenergy. Biomass primarily found in the form of biological wastage from the industry and other things. Common biomass conversion process में देख रहे हैं. First, अगर हम drying is nothing but which is just removing the moisture in the biomass because it enter into the pyrolysis. Drying में हम कुछ नहीं करते, मटेरियल को जस्ट ड्राई करते हैं, उसमें से वाटर कंटेंट बाहर आ जाए. तो ड्राइंग इज जस्ट रिमूव moisture from the biomass, right? जितने भी वाटर है उसको जस्ट मैं रिमूव करता हूँ. फिर सेकंड है, अगर मैं देखूं कंबसन पर अगर आता हूँ, कंबसन इट इज जस्ट लाइक ओपन बर्निंग, द प्रोसेस बाय विच फ्लेमेबल मटेरियल आर बर्न्ड in the presence of air. If any material are burned in presence of air or oxygen, it will release the heat. That is called open burning. That is called combustion. It is a simple method by which biomass can be used to burn, but this will create the removal of carbon dioxide and the water, and removal of carbon dioxide is not good for health. The third process, if I focus on, that is called reduction. Fourth process is reduction. It will just like converting the charcoal into the flammable gas. It will convert the material into hydrogen and the carbon monoxide. Now the whole talk, I want to talk pyrolysis system. This is the one of the most important topics today discussion. What is the pyrolysis system? This is simple burning process with the absence of oxygen or the limited amount of oxygen. With the absence of oxygen, or practically I will say with the limited amount of oxygen. Please go to the slide number 4. Okay. In this discussion, I want to cover these topics. First, I already discussed What is the benefit of control heating concept? Control heating means the burning of agricultural waste material with the absence of oxygen or limited amount I will get to biomass pyrolysis system. What is the system is operating? Next, oil generation. The agriculture waste material which are if we have through the biomass pyrolysis system with the agriculture with the agriculture carbon will remain unburned. Is in the pure carbon. Convert this unperformed into pure form of the carbon. Different product. For me, it is used for manufacturing of electronic devices. Next, carbon generation, right? The charcoal contains carbon. I carbon can be used for filtering of the water, which can be used for filtering. There is multiple. Next, I think this is new for other new capacitor manufacturing. I we use electronic circuit. But hello.
Yes, you're audible, sir.
Slide number. Okay. Slide number 5. This slide is more important. As you okay. Material is used as a fuel burning of the tank. Here we see there is a tank and there is fire. So in this case, agriculture waste material used the burning of the tank, and we have create a very high temperature of the tank which is used is figure the nut. This and least amount of oxygen. So agriculture waste can temperature very food and below in the there is temperature. Okay. Said and so की लेयर को करके फिर अलग कर सकते हैं। दैट इज कॉल्ड बायो एरिया से हम बायोफ्यूल जनरेट कर सकते हैं। दैट्स ऑल प्लेसेस हार्लेसिस। अब करने के बाद नंबर 4 में देखें
Yes, sir. You want me to change the slide?
हेलो हेलो
Yes, you're audible, sir. You want me to change the slide?
Next slide. Slide number 6.
Okay, yeah. I'm on slide 6.
Okay, okay. 5 disclaimer. I think
Okay, so shall I go to next slide? Yeah, slide number 6 or 7, sir? Yeah, I'm on slide number 6.
uh, in the from the slide number 5, it will be always it will agree. And these slide number 6, the unburned carbon is called charcoal. The gases which are passing through the pipe
Yes, sir, you're audible. Yes, yes, Prakash, sir, you're audible.
so
Yes, I'm on slide number 7, sir. Yes, I'm on slide 8 now.
okay, okay, slide number 7, but we will not see that. Same thing will form.
Yes, Prakash, sir, I'm on slide number 7. You can explain the block diagram? No diagram. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Yes, Prakash sir.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I have sent you. Yeah, I have sent you one number. Please join using that number. Call on that number.
O-
That
Okay, okay.
get you to the meeting. Yeah, please join using that number. So we believe the speaker has some network issues. So he'll be joining the meeting through the call. So thank you for your patience. Actually, the speaker is joining in some time. He had some network issue. So we apologize for the technical glitches.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. So we have joined. Yes, sir. I'm on slide 7.
Okay. Sir, slide number 7 just represent the block diagram. In the slide number 7, the biomass meter I already passing through reactor. Reactor means we have reactor. After without into the full we left from the slide number 8.
Yes, sir. I'm on slide 8 now. Yes, sir. I'm on slide 8.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Prakash, you are audible.
Ma'am, please go to slide number 8.
Yeah, I'm on slide number 8.
Okay. Here
Activated carbon.
from the slide. Okay, okay. From the slide number 8 and onward, I want to discuss about my project and which are directly related to agriculture waste material management. From the slide number 8, as you've seen, there is in the left side there is a charcoal which is generated from the after the burning of agricultural waste material. These charcoal contain the carbon which is in the impure form, and we want to change this charcoal into the pure form of the carbon, or in the carbon which is very active in nature, that is called activated carbon. So please go to the slide number 9. Please
Yes,
go to slide number 9. Okay. In the slide number 9, it will be given the procedure how I can change a normal charcoal into the activated carbon. First procedure is, first we have to take the dry charcoal, the charcoal which is generated after the burning of agricultural waste material through the pyrolysis system. We have to take it in the dry form. Second, we have to crush the charcoal in the powder form. Okay. After crushing the charcoal, we have to take in the charcoal into the sunlight for 2 or 3 hours. Now create a solution of calcium chloride with the water. The calcium chloride contain 1 mm, then water will contain 3 mm. Just like we have to take in calcium chloride and water in the ratio of 1:3. Now the powder form of the charcoal mixed with the solution which are already created due to calcium chloride and the water, right? And these pastes, we have to create a paste, and we have to take in this paste for 24 hours in the sunlight. And if this is not in the dry form, then we have, if we want, we can also heat them. After heating, it will convert into the solid form. And after crushing this solid, it will convert it into the activated carbon. Now the normal charcoal, which are normal in nature, which contain impure form of the carbon, are converted into the activated carbon. And these activated carbon has tremendous use. And from my point of view, I want to use this activated carbon for the manufacturing of capacitor, for the manufacturing of supercapacitor. Okay. Ma'am, please go to slide number 10. Please go to slide number 10.
Yes, I'm on slide 10 now.
Okay.
Activated carbon.
From the slide number 10, activated carbon. It will discuss about the activated carbon, but I have to focus only 2 property of activated carbon, which I want to use to manufacturing of electronic device. The activated carbon has 2 main properties. One property is that having very much high surface area than normal carbon, than charcoal. It has very high surface area. Second, it has very high permeability. It has very high permeability, and also it has very high dielectric constant. I want to use these 3 properties for the manufacturing of electronic devices. Generally, this work is new for all of us, but I want to connect the capacitor or the battery or the electronic device with the agricultural waste material. Then please go to slide number 11.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm on slide 11.
Okay, slide number 11 clearly, slide number 11 and slide number 12 both clearly show that the agricultural waste material are used for purification of the water, are used for the gas purification, and basically it has tremendous work, tremendous application. It will be used for bacterial inhibitor in drinking water. It will filter the water. And so, as we all know that in the filter, there is use of activated carbon, and also it will change the, it will remove the chlorine and from the water. So it will work as a good filter. So activated carbon can be used as a water purifier and can be used as a gas purifier. Then please go to slide number 13. 13th. Slide number 13.
Yes, I'm on
Slide
slide
number
13.
Slide number 13. Okay. Slide number 13, right? Okay. Slide
Yes,
number
sir,
13.
I'm on
Okay.
slide 13.
From the slide number 13 to last slide, this is my work. And I want to explain what is my work, how it is related to this. Firstly, as we all know that what is capacitor? capacitor, generally we know capacitor is made of the carbon. We all seen in the lab, capacitor generally in the black color, and inside the capacitor there is only carbon. So capacitor is made of the carbon. If carbon has some surface area, and we know that activated carbon has 1,000, 10,000 more than the surface area of the normal carbon. So why not I want to use activated carbon for the manufacturing of the capacitor? And the activated carbon, which are very costly, which can I get through agriculture waste material, which are not used in daily purpose. So I want to explain how activated carbon is used for the manufacturing of the capacitance. First thing, what is capacitance? Capacitance is equal to epsilon A by D. In some book, it will written as Ka by D. What is the K? K is dielectric constant of a medium. What is A? A is the area between the plate, overlapping area between the plate. D is the distance between the plate. As we know, the dielectric constant of activated carbon is 1,000 more than normal carbon, and the surface area of the activated carbon is much higher than the normal carbon. It means the value of the K and A is very high. And from the formula C is equal to Ka by D, if we increase the K, if I increase the A, automatically C will increase. It means the capacitor made through activated carbon having much higher value of capacitance than the normal carbon. It means if normal carbon having the capacitance value in microfarad, then the capacitance generated due to activated carbon should be in farad range. So having the much higher value than normal capacitance. Similarly, the activated carbon, as I already discussed through pyrolysis and other medium, the activated carbon are generated due to agriculture waste material, and agriculture waste material are not in our use. It means the waste material can be converted into charcoal. Charcoal is converted into activated carbon, and these activated carbon can be used for the designing and for the manufacturing of the capacitance. As we know, the capacitance is very high. It means Q is equal to C into V. If C is very high, it means Q is very high. It means charge storing capacity of supercapacitor. It means charge storing capacity of the capacitor made from the activated carbon is much higher than normal carbon. If K is high, A is high, then C is high. If C is high, then Q is equal to CV, then charge storage capacity will be high. If charge storage capacity will be high, it means it will work as a battery also. So we can use activated carbon for the manufacturing of capacitor, which is not called capacitor, which is called a supercapacitor. And we can also use the activated carbon for the manufacturing of energy storage device. And these activated carbon are generated from the agriculture waste material. Okay. And please go to slide number 14.
Yes, sir. I'm on slide 14 now.
Okay. From the slide 14, it is clearly seen that in place of dielectric material, I want to use activated carbon. I want to use activated carbon in place of dielectric medium. It will just like a simple capacitor, but I want to just use dielectric material के जगह हमने use किया activated carbon, so that the capacitance value will be increased, and this capacitance value can be used for the storage of the charge, and the storage of the charge and other things. Now go to slide number 15. Supercapacitor. From
Yes,
the
I'm on slide 15.
Thank you. From the slide number 15, it is clearly written that the capacitor having the very high capacitance, the capacitor which has the capacity to store the charge in good amount, it's called supercapacitor. It means the activated carbon generated capacitance is in good amount, that is called supercapacitor. If we want supercapacitor, so we have to use activated carbon. So here in the slide, we have to written about the advantage of supercapacitor than the normal capacitor. It is simply an energy storage device that store the energy electrically by polarizing a electrolytic solution. Okay, energy are stored in the capacitance in polarized form, and यहाँ electrolyte की जगह हम use करेंगे activated carbon. Okay. Next, please go to slide number 16. Okay. Construction of supercapacitor. From this slide number 16, here we written EDLC. EDLC is nothing but that is a simple second name of supercapacitor. Supercapacitor is also called EDLC. EDLC means electric double layer capacitor. Electric double layer capacitor is also called supercapacitor. So when supercapacitor, what is the procedure of construction of supercapacitor? It is generally a two carbon based electrode which are also made from the activated carbon. Second, the electrolyte generally used are aqueous or inorganic in nature. Third, the separator that allows the transfer of the ion but provide electronic isolation between the electrodes. We use a separator also. And the voltage is applied across the ion electrolyte solution diffuse across the separator into the pores of the electrode of different charge. Okay. Then please go to slide number 17. Please go to slide number.
Yes, I'm on slide 17.
Okay. In the slide 17, you have already cleared that in place of dielectric medium, we use activated carbon. Due to use of activated carbon, the ion can easily polarized, and the value of the capacitance increases multiple times. So here we can see here the normal capacitance and the activated carbon made capacitance. Here the charge accumulation through activated carbon is more than normal. So supercapacitor, which is formed due to activated carbon, having tremendous quality than the capacitor formed due to normal carbon, as we can see from the slide number 17. Now the last slide number 18. Let's go to slide number 18.
Yes, I'm on slide 18, sir.
From the first to slide number 17, I want to say that the agricultural waste material which are not in our use, we can convert these agricultural waste material into biofuel, which can convert the agricultural waste material into the biogas. We can cool down this biogas into the biofuel. We can convert the charcoal, which are generated after the burning of agricultural waste material, into the activated carbon. These activated carbon may be used, not guarantee, but may be used for the manufacturing of supercapacitor. Why I am saying may be used? Because it will not be work till date. It will my concept, so I want to explain you. Because all are know that capacitor is made from the carbon. So it means supercapacitor is also made of the carbon. And activated carbon is better than normal carbon. It is just like a carbon, but in active form. So we can say that the waste material which are not in our use can be used for multiple work. In my topic, it will work in the field of oil, it work in the field of electronic device, it work in the field of capacitor manufacturing. But there is so many work which can be done through agricultural waste material. In some of the research scholar from IIT Ropar, he create some bricks through agricultural waste material. And from agricultural waste material, some plates, some road are also made through agricultural waste material. These bricks are also made through the agricultural waste material. And also some plastic which are generally used, which are not in biodegradable, they can also made through the agricultural waste material. So there is so many work which can done through agricultural waste material. Even the peppermint, even the methanol, these all are also made from the agricultural waste material by the pyrolysis system. If I used any agricultural waste material and after the very high temperature, after the very, very high pressure, with the least amount of oxygen, it will create the fuel from that material. If I use the peppermint and other like pudina and other products, then it will create the juice of liquid form of that. And that can be used for multiple use, like the gulab jal. Gulab jal can also be made from the agricultural waste gulab, rose, which are generally easily found in mandir and masjid. So there is so many work which can be explained through the agricultural waste material. Last topic which are already done and it will be generally used in everywhere. Just I want to add this topic to show how the agriculture waste material can be used in the formation of electricity. Simple, in the figure it will clearly see that after burning the waste material in the absence of oxygen, it will create same like after pyrolysis system. It will convert into the gaseous form that is called biogas. These biogas are coming from one chamber to other chamber. It will rotate the turbine. Biogas have a tremendous energy. It will rotate the turbine. After the rotation of the turbine is rotate. It will convert mechanical energy. It will rotate the turbine. It will convert mechanical energy. Just we have to add one generator. Generator what generator say? What generator work? It will convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. So generator generate the electricity. So agriculture waste material which are not in our use is converted into gaseous form, and this gas is used to rotate the turbine, and the turbine, due to rotation of the turbine, it will generate the electricity which are used by the day-to-day life. So activated carbon can be used for the generation of electricity. Activated carbon can be used, agriculture waste material can be used for generation of electricity. Agriculture waste material can be used for manufacturing of capacitor. Agriculture waste material can be used for manufacturing of storage device, can be manufacturing of supercapacitor. Agriculture waste material can be used for the manufacturing of diesel. Agriculture waste material can be used for the methane oil, for the manufacturing of methanol. Agriculture waste material can be used for the manufacturing of gulab jal, and agriculture waste material can be used for the pyramid. Agriculture waste material can be used for the bricks, can be used for the manufacturing of road, can be used for the manufacturing of plastic. Yes, ma'am. Complete. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your knowledge and opening up various application areas that people can explore in near future. So now I shall stop sharing the presentation and we can take up some questions from the audience. Yes, so I will read the questions to you, sir. Okay?
Hello.
Yeah, so we have one question from Noor. So she's asking that what is exactly the meaning of activated carbon and how it is used for capacitor manufacturing in agricultural field. So you can briefly explain once again. Yeah.
Okay. Activated carbon is simple a carbon, but in generally the normal carbon which are generally present in charcoal and other things, this is not in active form. We have to convert by the chemical reaction, by the calcium chloride or water. It will convert into the unpure of carbon into the pure form, the inactive carbon into the activated carbon. Activated carbon means simple a carbon which is in the active form, which can react easily, which can work easily. And activated carbon is used for the purification of the water. It can be used for the purification of the gas. Now, I want to use this in the manufacturing of capacitor. How? Capacitor is normally made of the carbon. It will all of you know. And the carbon and activated carbon both are same, but it is little bit more active and having the more surface area. As we know that capacitance is equal to epsilon A by T, and surface area of the activated carbon is much higher than normal carbon. If surface area is much high, it means A is very high. If A is very high, then capacitance C is equal to epsilon A by D. A is high means capacitance is very high. If the capacitance due to normal carbon is in microfarad, then capacitance due to activated carbon should be in farad range. So the capacitance will be very high if I use activated carbon for manufacturing of capacitance, and that capacitance is called supercapacitance. Now the capacitance is very high, then Q is equal to CV. It means if C is high, then charge storing capacity should be very high. If the charge storing capacity is high, that means it will store the charge. It can use as a battery. It can use for the battery, and it can also use for the manufacturing of supercapacitor. The activated carbon is simple charcoal, but in pure form and in active form. It can react easily, it can work easily, having more surface area, having more dielectric constant, nothing else.
Okay, thank you so much. So next question is from Kaushal Kumar sir. So he's asking, what is special waste that you're talking about?
What is special waste?
Special waste. Yeah, I think you quoted it somewhere in your presentation.
Special waste. Special waste, I don't. Special waste means just agriculture waste. Nothing we have to focus. Agriculture special waste means some waste which are generally in pure form, not in generally the waste that is called parali. Generally, the waste which can easily available, that is called special waste.